Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys are doing great. Hopefully you guys are just doing amazing, guys. I want to give you guys a short little tip. Pretty much, if you like to switch between playing online and playing with mods, right? So you can't play online with mods. So right now, if you just have one game file, you might need to remove all your mods to play online, and then if you want to play with mods again, you need to pretty much reinstall all the mods all over again. So hopefully this tip might help you guys. So pretty much the tip is to having 2 Grand Theft Auto games in your computer. So what I mean by that, as you can see here, guys, I have a Grand Theft Auto 5 and a Grand Theft Auto 5 online, right? So my GTA 5, this one right here, this is actually my modded game. So if I were to go to Steam, right, and hit play, that's the one that's gonna be pulling from. So how do you actually get a, let's say a backup folder, right? So let's say I'm gonna rename this to mods. So I'm gonna put Grand Theft Auto 5 mods. Now if I go to Steam, there's not gonna be no game at all, guys. There's gonna be no game since this looks specifically for Grand Theft Auto V folder, but there is none since there's a Grand Theft Auto V mods and online. So if I go to Steam, guys, it's gonna say there is no Grand Theft Auto 5 game, right? So if I hit play, it's gonna say there's an error, missing executive, right? All right, so it's missing, right? So how do you pretty much get it? So next time you pretty much you can just verify integrity of files. It's not gonna find anything, guys, so it's gonna start downloading a game. So now it's gonna say will be reacquired. So right now, if you just have a modded folder and you want to get an original game file, just hit that and it'll start downloading the game. So as you can see here, guys, but I just showed you guys though, there is a Grand Theft Auto. See, it just made a Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, right? So that is pretty much how you go from a mods folder to an original game. So let that download, guys, and just this does take up a lot of space, right? It does take up a lot of space, so make sure you have enough room for 2 or 3 games. You just need 2, but I just made 3 for just example, right? So that is how you get another game without mods. So once that's done downloading, guys, you can have a clean version of GTA 5, right? So now, how do you actually switch between the two? The way you switch between the two is by renaming the files, by renaming the folders. So as you can see here, guys, if I want to go from mods, if I want to go from a modded game to an online game, I need to rename the game that I want to use to Grand Theft Auto V and rename the other one to something that's like mods, as you can see here, guys, right? And then if I want to go from, let's say, online to mods, I pretty much switch the online one. So this is, I will rename it to this, and then if I want to play with mods, I will rename this one and take out V, right? So I'll rename this one to V, right? Just like that. And then that is pretty much it, guys. So I can't really do it right now, so I'm actually gonna cancel this because I don't want to, but I'm just trying to show you. Hopefully I'm making sense, guys. So I'm gonna delete this folder again, right? So I'm gonna delete this since I don't need it again. All right, so that's pretty much, I just showed you guys how to actually install a fresh new game without mods, so you can play online. But let's pretend this one is clean version of the game, right? So let's say once you already have 2 games, your modded game, and then you clean brand new game, the way you switch to, let's say, from mods to online, I'm going to rename the one that I want to use to just Grand Theft Auto 5. Oops, nope, no, I don't want to delete. So here, right click, hit rename, and then you're just going to delete that and hit Grand Theft Auto 5, right? So once I go to Steam and hit play, this is the game that it's going to pull, and that's going to be my online version of the game. No mods, nothing installed, clean version of the game. Now let's say I want to play with mods, right? I do have a mods folder here, guys, so I need to rename this one to normally we just have to rename this to Grand Theft Auto 5, but I can't rename this since there are 2, they can't be 2 of the same named files. So I'm going to rename this one to mods, right? Or sorry, online, just so I know which one is the online one, like that. Oops, I need to hit a capital V. It is case sensitive, I believe, so like that. And then if I want to play with mods, I'm going to rename this one to just Grand Theft Auto 5. Hopefully you guys understand why I'm doing that. The reason I'm doing that is because Steam will pull only the Grand Theft Auto V specific named folder, right? So this is all my mods, right? And then if I run Steam, that'll be like that. And then if I'm gonna go back to online, I will rename this one to Grand Theft Auto V mods, right? And then I'll rename this one to just Grand Theft Auto V, which is my online one. There we go. Now for it to run Steam or play the game, right, it'll pull this folder. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. But that is pretty much it, guys. And the way I got to this location, it might be the same for most of you guys, but it's under the whatever hard drive you have, Steam library, Steam apps, and comment. I don't know the exact location for Epic Games, but once you find the location, guys, it's the same exact process. But you might need to re-download the game through Epic Games. I think their Epic Games launcher. or also if you go to Steam, go to your library, go to your games, right click on the game or Grand Theft Auto 5, go to properties, go to browse, and it'll just bring you to this folder. And then go back one level to the common, right, common tab right here, and then here we are back to the games. And then pretty much, yeah, you're pretty much just renaming the files, guys. So renaming the folders to whichever one you want to play, and then that way you have a clean version of the game, which you can play online, and then you also have a backup in case you mess up your Grand Theft Auto 5, right? You can just copy, right? So let's say this is the clean version. It's not a clean version right now, but let's say this is the clean version. You would just right click, highlight the whole thing, and then copy, and then go to Grand Theft Auto 5 mods, and then paste the whole thing in case your mods version is broken. And then there we go. You're back to normal, guys, because you have a backup and you have an online version of the game. That's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully that made sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Also, I will have my Discord server linked in the description, so hopefully you guys helps, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.